Because it's different. Because it's for money. Because it's for money.
Do you deserve a high value man?
Yes, I do.
You hit your weed pen, or is that what?
No, I didn't hit the weed pen. I just am thinking like, how many people are gonna say, oh, she doesn't deserve that. She's this, she's that. I think that you deserve anything that you want. Like, isn't that what manifestation is all about? Like,
manifestation needs action behind it. Yeah. You can't just think and think and think and pray and hope that things are going to come to you if you don't actually take any positive action towards that goal in the first place. The way that most women use the word manifestation literally just means I think about it. If I walk around saying I'm a billionaire, but I have $1,000 in my bank account, am I a billionaire? No, I'm not, because it's objective. There's a real thing. However, the point is, I can say I want to be a billionaire. I can say I want to strive for that goal. That's totally fine. But I objectively am not a billionaire.
So I'm supposed to sit here and be like, oh, I want to be a 10. No.
Yes, it's called self-improvement.
Boo.
You can't self-improve if you're a 10 out of 10.
Okay, so what? Okay, no, wait.
You put your mind in a spot where you
tell me what I have to do
better.
to look better. Tell me right now what I have to do to make myself a 10.
Drop the attitude for a start. You know what? It doesn't matter what you look like. If you've got a bad attitude, you can never be.
Like, I don't understand.
What can we do to improve our appearance? Like, what can I do to be prettier?
Very little, unfortunately.
Huh?
No, seriously. I mean, like, a large part of, like, beauty is symmetry, right? I don't like girls who go out and get a ton of plastic surgery, because that's how women try to combat that. They try to compensate for that. The better way to compensate for, like, okay, if I'm not the most beautiful girl in the world naturally, what's the better way to compensate for that? Okay, well, being humble, having good values, being a good mother figure, all these different things.
My view is, I actually think plastic surgery makes girls look worse.
The ones that are really obvious, yeah. Because it's deception, it's a lie.
How would you feel if one of your women had a body count like yours?
I wouldn't have dated her in the first place.
What if you didn't
You
know?
wouldn't date her in the first place?
It would never have come on my radar in the first place. No, I'm seriously. Like,
no equal standards
it's seriously. No, the reality isn't equal. Tell me how many 18-year-old men are getting invited onto yachts and are invited to the club's tables and shit. 0 of them. But it's full of pretty young girls. That shit ain't fair either. So the moment you start fixing that, cool, then I'll take that comment seriously.
Sterling, I had a question for you. So you said before, you currently have 3 girlfriends. How do you pitch it to a new girl?
Depends what mood I'm in on the first date, really. Like, sometimes on a first date, I'll just straight up say I'm going to cheat on you. If they don't get up and leave, which they don't, they already understand that I'm being honest. Another way I tend to do it is I'll ask them, like, how many kids can you give me? And I want a lot of kids. And if they say, like, 1 or 2, I'll be like, well, guess I'm going to have to find someone else to help out. Those rookie numbers, we need to up those numbers. You can't approach this in a super logical fashion, in a way of like, oh, here's the contract I want you to sign, milady. Sure. Like, agree to this instantly. You can't do that, because that's not how relationships work. I'm unattracted to that in the first place. All I'm doing is being honest. If you asked a guy, honest to God, if you asked a guy behind closed doors, no one else could hear him talk, it was just me and him on his own, right? If you asked him, okay, bro, look, you can have a woman who loves you to death. She'll be the great mother to your kids. But then on the side, you can have another woman here and there, and she'll never find out, and she'll love you forever still. You won't break her heart, most importantly. Would you take it? He'll be like, fuck yes, he'll take it.
But a lot of guys have said no.
They're not being honest. Because they feel guilty about being honest. All I'm doing is being honest. Like, if men didn't have the innate desire for multiple women, porn wouldn't exist. Every guy would be perfectly happy with one wife. Happily married Christians everywhere, but dudes, stop making a nonsense point. All right, it's got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Like, seriously, it's got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Dudes have an insatiable desire for multiple women. And the thing is, most guys suppress the shit out of that, and they replace it with pornography. That's the truth. Most guys have been brainwashed and they're trying to feel guilt and shame around the fact that they do genuinely want multiple women, even if they still only love one woman. They can love one woman, and occasionally they want to step out every now and then and just have sex with another woman. It's just part of our biology.
Do you feel like it's possible for one man to love one woman, only have desire sexually for one woman? Do you think that's possible?
No, porn proves it. Porn literally proves it.
Everyone in the world watch porn?
If a guy can commit to one woman, honest to God, and never ever he will never even look at another woman's titties as she's passing by and jiggling them about, good for him. That ain't me, and I don't think that's most guys.
There's always an outlier.
Okay, yeah, sure, there's going to be an outlier. I think I am honestly speaking the truth for the majority of men, and the majority of men will not be honest about it.
So you think humans, like men, are just like animals, like lions?
It's in their biological nature. Like, dogs have to, like, hump, like, a couple of times in a day before they get neutered. Like, men have the same.
So you think all men are dogs?
You're saying it like a derogative term. It's not like a negative way. Like, it's it's like they have to release it. It's biological. You can't fight biology.
I'm not saying you're getting that, right? But getting annoyed or disappointed or sad about that biological nature nature in a man is like me getting mad that a woman likes a tall guy or a big, strong guy. Oh, no, she should like a scrawny, short Weasley man. No, she shouldn't. She should like a big, strong guy.
Totally different, you know? Like,
not totally different.
No, it is. They're two different comparisons.
Because men and women are different. So,
of
like,
course they're different. Men and women
I'm
are
trying
different.
to find an equivalency that you will understand.
Is it possible for a man to only sexually and romantically love one woman?
Romantically love, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. But he will still have an innate desire, sexual, purely sexual.
So you're telling
desire.
me there's no men who don't look at porn, have shit on their phones they're hiding on?
Obviously, I'm not saying there's no man in existence who does this. Obviously, I'm not saying that. You're making a straw man argument. You really are. I'm talking about generalities across the whole population.
General, yeah.
I think most men are dishonest about the fact that they have sexual desire for women that are not their wives.
Why is
because
that?
they're shamed for the exact same reason. Basically, all of you have come out at me for having this exact life.
Is
I
it?
think your life is bad.
Neither do I.
is it?
I'm very happy.
Let's
be honest.
Let's be honest.
I'm super happy.
I really want to know why. Why is it that I can only love one man, like love forever? And
That's
how
it.
come a lot of men,
Because that's your biology. That's biology.
a lot of men,
Her speak.
It's because you understand, like, men and women, we love different. When we love, hear me out. No, hear me out. Like,
What I just
listen,
said.
like, men love, when they love, they sacrifice. They sacrifice their freedom, they sacrifice their money, they sacrifice things that they could do for one woman.
But you know what?
And then hear me out. Majority of the time when they do that, we don't hold up our end of the relationship. They usually get complacent.
he has seen me when I don't look pretty, like, at all, and he still loves me. He still gets hard in the morning. Like,
Men
I don't
don't
have to
leave
do
women
anything.
because they're, like, ugly. They leave them because they get lazy.
It's because they're nagging him. That's what
If
it is.
that
Yeah.
is really true, then how come Leonardo DiCaprio always want to hook up with women like super, super young?
Because everyone in his age bracket has too much baggage.
Because he can.
And
Do
the
you
girls
think
that are younger are
Leonardo
allowing
DiCaprio
it.
is kind of like a low key, right?
No.
No, simple question. Why is he a creep, and why are the girls that are going for him not creeps?
Society views women as most beautiful when they're like.
What? No, why are we shaming him? Why are we shaming the girls who want to date him in the first place? Why are you shaming those girls?
You
Why are you
told
shaming those
me.
girls?
You guys are-
They're willfully lighting up to suck his dick. You ain't got a problem with those girls.
Why does Leonardo DiCaprio always dump the woman after 25?
And they know that he's going to do that too, but they still keep
sign up
coming
for it.
every year.
It's because he's famous, he's rich, and they're all
Yeah,
going out
he's-
for
Yeah,
clout.
and all the women know that, but they're still lighting up every day to suck his
But
dick.
you know what? Some of them are staying there because they really do like him. I just
we
think it's kind of
talking about Leonardo
gross.
You have literally got a bunch of sugar daddies who are
that's
fucking
for
you for
money.
money, and
That's-
you put. How is this any different? You
Because
don't
it's
see the
different.
hypocrisy
Because
here.
it's for money. Because it's for money.
So you said that before you make a woman your girlfriend, you ask her her body count.
No, I don't ask her anything. I can just tell.
Okay, so you're in love.
I can
with
tell.
this
I
woman.
can tell.
Oh.
Not like I can tell she's exactly 12.
You
bodies.
have exactly 350
Hey, now
I
let
can't.
him
I
talk,
can't tell
please.
that.
bodies.
I can tell
When I
if she has a
watch that
high
video.
or a low body.
Well, let's test
Just by
it out,
looking at her?
baby. What do
Okay,
I have?
no,
What does she
go
have?
around the table. Go around the table and tell us how many bodies
And
you
a
have.
high body count is a way of behaving.
Go around the table
It's not.
and tell everybody what their body count is.
I can't tell you you have X number of bodies. I can tell you
Okay,
if you have
so
a high or
how
a
about
low
you
one.
did an estimation?
It's purely-
You have more than.
Do you want me to insult you again?
have
Is
an
that what I give you
That's
to do?
exactly what I want.
You
That's
seem to
exactly
want me
what I
to
want.
get you to insult you.
I have. How many?
Let me tell you something. So when I'm with a girl who has a very, very low body count, she will do certain things to try to keep me around. She wants to make me a boyfriend. So she's going to do certain
don't want
things
no more
to try and
bodies.
keep me around.
Oh.
She's going to do certain things that are not sexual. She's going to...
She'll massage you.
She's
she'll
going to
be
do
a
certain
therapist.
things that will display to me that she is wifey or mother material, right?
Right.
However, a woman who typically has a very, very high body count is if we get into an argument or I put down like a boundary and she doesn't like the boundary in the relationship, let's say, her first response is going to be seeking male attention. I'm just going off pattern recognition.